Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening, but not like I say every other evening, but it was this weekend because I didn't have young commentators on a Friday. I was on the show myself yesterday and I'm also on the show again today. Hope you're getting used to me. Well, I've been doing this for years, so thank you very, very much indeed for tuning into the show, especially to our viewers from DXTL TV from the Touchlines and also SoundCloud, our listeners. And I hope that you're all enjoying what we have to offer. And we will do catch up with managers, with coaches, with players, with committee members. I assure you we'll all get together and we'll have a little conflab. And I'm sure there'll be a lot to talk about and a lot of questions to be answered. And then we'll get loads of feedback, no doubt. Anyway, I hope your weekend was great in football. I hope it's still going well in football, and there's loads of respect going on wherever you are, left, right and centre. And today I hope, if you had this tournament, a ladies tournament, couldn't make it, but I hope everything went well there, and anyone who's involved in it, please let me know how it all went. What were the referees there? I wish I could have caught up with them and maybe met up with them. mal@DXTL.com. Now we'll go about yesterday. We're out and about at the River Summer League. Now obviously it's well run Summer League. I'm enjoying it, loads of football. Only one referee didn't turn up, but hey ho, it was one of those things, didn't turn up, and I'm sure everyone who played in the game weren't really bothered anyway. But it was nice to chat to the referees. Sunshine, wind, getting cold in the shade. I had my shorts on, I was freezing at start. But it warmed up and eventually I got away at the end, but just said farewell to everyone and we'll be back again next week. But if you've got midweek games, we want to see loads and loads of respect if we can, please, because that's not giving up. Now, I also put a post out there now, you can nominate now. Please, if you need a nomination form for your referee, Grassroots Referee 21-22, sponsored by Ref For Me for the second year running. We're looking forward to loads of nominations coming in. Now, please, when you nominate a referee, not just that referee's brilliant, that referee does a lot for the kids, that referee turns up every week. We want something why you nominate him. Let us know what that referee is all about, what that referee does, and if that referee goes that extra mile when you play. It's all about the season, not about one game. So please, wherever you are, we want to hear about your referee, who you're nominating. And as I say, there's 3 prizes this year, first, second and third, and kindly sponsored by Ref For Me. So please, you've got till the end of June, 28th of June, to nominate. That's the closing date. And mid-August, around 31st of August, we will give you the winners. So if you're having a go, if you've been nominated, good luck to each and every one of you referees. And if you want your nomination form, please email me, mal@don'txtheline.com, and we'll send you the form out. Fill it in, get it back to me, and we'll put it on file. And may the best referee win. Good luck to all who are nominated, and I'm sure there will be plenty of you, because last time we done this, there was hundreds, literally hundreds, honestly, coming through. So referees, something to aim for, and keep your fingers crossed, it might be a nice surprise for you. Simon Mohammed, he was our winner last year, and I know Simon's been nominated already this year, so everyone's doing the right thing. Let's see what happens, let's see who wins, and we'll be ready to go through all the nominations. So the better information you give us and the more oomph about it, the more chance that referee will have of being nominated the Respect Referee of the Year, national winner. Wow. Anyway, good luck to all who enter. Now, we were out and about yesterday, as I say. Now, we asked for positivity, negativity, and, well, what's it been in your league? What's it been in your summer leagues, midweek games, friendly games? Is it positive? Is it negative? We need to know, or we want to know, because we want to read up just how the referees are doing, what they're going through, how the games are going, how they're panned out. And I haven't really heard much this year, or up to now, in the summer leagues and tournaments that we've been visiting. it seems to be all friendly, seems to be good football, kids are enjoying themselves and kids are respecting the referees as well as mums and dads, the ones I've been to. But if you've got any negativity you'd like us to hear about, again, Mal at don'txtl.com. Right, yesterday I was out and about and I was on a game which was pretty far away from the game that I'm going to be talking about. I'm not going to mention any names at the moment because obviously I think it needs monitoring. But I overheard shouting and a very quiet line, so I looked over and lo and behold it was half time and I saw a group of children being spoken to by the coaches. So it was very loud and I thought, that is not about encouraging kids to play football. It really wasn't. Now, I don't like negativity in grassroots football, and that's what we're trying to do, trying to improve it to be more positive about football. And everyone, governing bodies and the majority of teams and coaches are doing just that. But I decided this time to walk over and just go between the pitches, just to listen, to see if it was right or wrong. And believe me, it was totally negative. Now, when you're hearing a coach shouting to the kids, if you don't want to play for this club, then you know what to do. Basically, go. I'm not interested in keeping your parents there. You just go. Not interested in what they've got to say. If you're not interested in playing for this club, I don't want you in this team at all, because your performance is atrocious. There was never a bit, and I listened for a good 5 minutes, of encouragement. There wasn't. Everyone played bad, and believe me, these coaches were letting the kids know how bad they were playing. And they also said, I'm not going to turn up week in, week out to watch that. These are kids, I'd say under 11s, that we need to develop. These are kids who have coaches. This is what coaching is all about, developing the kids to play football, not upsetting the kids, not having a go at the kids. And that to me was total negative coaching. What are the kids going to do? And believe me, the kids were 7-0 down apparently at half time. And I heard a bit of shouting from the opposition coach, who was really having a go at the kids who were 7-0 up for missing chances and not getting stuck in, as the words were. This I'm finding hard to believe at the moment, because it wasn't the parents, wasn't the mums and dads that I'm talking about. This is the coaches. Now, they're going into these county FAs and they're getting the coaching badges, aren't they? And the coaching badges are really there for the coaches to develop the children and give those kids a little bit of fun and action on the pitch, and let them know or let them develop their skills and improve their skills. That's what a coach is there for. And also, if they can, change attitudes. That's what it's all about. Well, to be honest, these kids didn't have any attitudes. These kids were listening as if they were scared of a coach. That's a difference to me. That really is. None of them answered them back, and it was at least a 7-minute half-time talk or shout. And I find that hard to believe in this day and age in football. So I'm suggesting, I'm going to go into the county FA and I'm suggesting something to them, and I want to make it known to everyone out there, because even the referee, the referee was getting a bit of stick as well, getting questioned what the decisions are, why they're there. So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? You know, these coaches have got the coaching badge. I think they got the coaching badge anyway, because it wasn't for me to go and ask them. These are from the county FA officials. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this, because I think now, whether it's us, whether it's the county FA officials, or whether someone could go round as a safeguarding officer, who they respect, or even committees in the football, in the league themselves, because coaching is all about developing the kids, and I've just gone on about that forever and never and never. And it is, and give them a nice time and let them play the game. This is why we all keep banging the drum and saying, we're bringing these kids off the streets, we're trying to get them out of gang warfare, we're trying to encourage them to play football, get sporting activities into them. But believe me, you do not honestly talk to kids and shout at kids like that. There was not once about skills brought out, development and what they should be doing. It was all about the mistakes they were making, and they weren't interested in playing football. So I decided to stay on the line. And even the referee at the half-time, at the full-time, turned around and said to me, the difference with those coaches, because you were on the line. And you know what? He said, the kids played better because they weren't getting shouted at. That again tells me something, is why don't cross the line is needed on and off the field of play. And it's not just about the parents, as we say, it's about the kids enjoying themselves there and the referees being allowed to officiate without any problems. That's what the work is we try and do. We want the kids to enjoy themselves, because the kids are just as important as the referees on that pitch. Safeguarding incidents, but this was an experienced referee, this wasn't a young referee actually. So being around and can handle things, not a problem, good referee. But it was the words that were spoken to the children, and it's not right. So my suggestion is that someone, somewhere, can actually go round, and if they start listening to these coaches, and the coaches who are improving, they can either give them an award card, or they can give them a negativity card, some sort of negativity card. And then, once they get that, that is to invite them on an FA course, and hopefully they can do that free of charge. And it's an update course, and to remind them what coaching kids is all about. There's enough videos out there from the FA that you can go on social media, but they don't seem to be working. So I think to get them in, just to recap on what they've been taught and what their level 1, 2, 3 coaching badges are all about. And hopefully the majority of coaches out there will agree with me. It's not about shouting and screaming at the kids and telling them to leave the club if they want to play like that. I really can't see that. They're not professionals. So I took it upon myself as well to have a little chat to 2 or 3 of the kids when the coaches were walking away from me, because they knew I was on the line. And I was just asking them, are they okay? And I did say, and I did actually say this, listen, you can only play the best you can. That's all you can do. And as long as you're part of a team, that is good, that is great. But if you're not happy in your team, in your club, there's plenty of other teams out there that you can go to. Always remember that. You don't have to be chased out. If you're not happy, because these kids had faces on them, believe me, and one of them commented, well, I'm not going to get back on there, I didn't play well. And that was his comment. So I chatted, not putting anything into him, just to make sure that they were all right, the kids, because they looked a little bit upset. And to me, if I was in that team as well, I'd have been upset, believe me. And maybe the parents, some of the parents were upset because they were very, very quiet on the line. So it's just a message to coaches out there, really. What really is your job? To develop the kids and make sure that the kids are encouraging themselves? Or is it win at all costs? And if you're not going to win, leave the club. Because that's basically the message I got while I was watching. And it's the first time I've watched this club and listened to the coaches. And there was a few words spoken, swear words, as they were passing the kids who were subs, 111s. What's your thoughts on that, you know, because this is a coach. And if he's doing that now, well, love your thoughts on it. And I'd love your thoughts on the suggestion that they should be given a card to go on a recourse, basically, just to recap on what coaching is all about and what the coach should be doing. They're not professionals, these kids. As the kids said to me, they're not professionals. They're only kids. And that was one of the kids to me. That was a comment. So that speaks volumes. Are the coaches really listening to the kids? Or is it the coaches who are telling the kids to listen to them because everything they say is right? I'm just a bit baffled as what's going on. So I'd love your thoughts. What do you think about this card? Once they present that card to them, they'll have a date to get in touch with the local county FA and they can go in for a recourse. Now, if they say they don't have the resources to do that, well, I want to try and have a meeting with the county FAs. And you hear that buzzing again, it's only the fan in my office because I want to keep nice and cool. That's all it's about. So please get in touch with me and let me know about your thoughts about coaching. What sort of a coach are you? What experiences do you want to give to those kids? And don't get me wrong, there was positivity because I listened to some of the coaches who were talking to the kids in a circle and that tend to just sneak up on them as if I'm watching something else, but I'm listening. And to me, some of the coaches were great there and the difference in methods, but when it came to that, two managers, two sets of coaches weren't too clever at the advice they were given. Now this team was winning 7-0 as well, the opposition team, not the ones who were getting beat up and talking about, and they were still shouting at the referee, questioning the referee's decisions and also having a go at his own team and not getting stuck in the way he wanted them to. They're winning. What were they like if they were beaten or getting beat like the other team 7-0? Well, food for thought, and I'd love your feedback. Please get in touch with myself, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Very interesting, and I'm sure it'll be a very interesting topic as well. And we know there's a lot of good coaches out there as well. So really we're defending the parents today, the spectators who were superb, and they were given their all. Encouragement, and that is key to grassroots football, as you know yourself. Don't Cross the Line has been banging a drum since 2003, bringing people together the right way and trying to instill good sportsmanship, sportspersonship, fair play and encouragement towards junior teams in grassroots football, and we can't be knocked for that. We just want to bring everyone together, and we want to bring committees, managers, coaches, parents and players and the referees together, and that's what we try to do, instill good behaviour on and off the field of play. Now, can we do it together? I'm sure we can, but obviously that main topic today, that's all I wanted to say and get that off my chest, because that was yesterday. Today I wasn't out and about in any junior football or any tournaments. So if you've been to one today, what was your games like? We'd love your feedback on that one. Get in touch with me. You don't have to leave your name if you don't want to. Obviously, if you get in touch with me by email, you know, it can be anonymous. Just let me know. Give us some feedback, some positive thoughts, negativity, and then we can let our listeners and viewers know as well, because we want to try and put our stamp on grassroots football with your approval, that is. We want to make it better for each and every one of us who visit grassroots football week in, week out, day in, day out, because some of those coaches, it is all their life and they put their soul and body right into it to encourage the kids. But I did hear good coaching, I must admit, and some of that coaching was from River, their teams as well, and their coaches. So there you go. Other teams, plenty of them, and we want to start naming positivity, coaches, the good coaches and the negative coaches. So what do you think about this card? Let's give them a special card to appear or go to a course, a special course that the FA can put on, just to recap on all the stuff that they think should be involved as they go out in the big world and coach the kids, because to get the level 1 coaching pass, they've been taught everything and suddenly they forget everything and do it their way, which is the wrong way in my opinion, and that's what I saw by a couple of teams yesterday. So you don't have to work out who it might be, but obviously I won't name and shame anyone at the moment. We just want people to understand, and coaches to understand, that kids are kids and they just want to play and they want to develop their skills, and they're never ever going to develop their skills if attitudes from the coaches are going to appear to them when they have the half-time or full-time team talks. Let's not go on about them. The team did improve the second half, even though they were beaten, but you could hear it, and it's the difference when they're not getting shouted at. Football flows. Remember that as well, coaches, not just the mums and dads and spectators. Thank you very much for joining in and tuning in to our show. We've been absolutely overwhelmed this weekend with the support that we've been getting, and don't forget to nominate your grassroots referee. It's all about respect, sports personship, fair play and encouragement. So for myself, Mal Lee and all the team at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, Respect campaign, and also our Hearts of Gold, we hope you have a great weekend, great week, enjoy it, and we'll see you on Friday, hopefully with young commentators, if not with myself. I'm sorry about looking at this, but it's all about what we're trying to do on SoundCloud here and keep our listeners happy as well. Have a great evening. Good night. God bless.